Hi everyone, you're about to listen to the Carpooling podcast. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel and get your weekly show on YouTube. Or go to iTunes and listen to it wherever you travel. Enjoy the episode.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the greatest podcast ever, Carpooling. So we are your hosts, D-Train and D-Train, Kristopher Lloyd.
You gotta listen to one or two. It was just classic. I shit my pants. Real nice, thick, dark, the way I like it. Was your ass hurt the next day?
Fuck no, man. My ass is made of fucking steel.
I'm ready.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest podcast ever from a Chevy Cobalt. It is the Carpooling podcast.
Still a Chevy Cobalt.
Still a Chevy Cobalt, which is good news for Derek.
Yeah. In case last time you were listening.
Yeah, last time we were talking how Derek might have a new ride, kind of. Well, the brakes. You could hear the brakes. Like when I was listening to it, when we would stop,
Oh, yeah?
I could hear it in the recording. I was like, shit.
Oh, we fixed that problem.
To be honest, like I got a little scared near the end. I wasn't like super scared, but I was like, what would happen if something did happen?
Like it didn't stop?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
or like the back, I don't know what would happen. Like the tires in the back, something would happen.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure, man.
Maybe.
I told the guy straight up, like, can I drive the car? And he said, yeah. So I just trusted him. But it was so bad. Like, even with Jess in the car, we were driving, like, to the store or something. I was like, this is fucked. Like, people are probably on the street, like, hearing it and looking to see, like, where it's coming from. Like,
yeah, it was definitely loud.
You know what I didn't understand? Tell me, as a mechanic, someone tell Kris the fucking answer to this. He said that my rotors were on the shelf for so long, he had to put them through a plane and shave off about... He said he gave me a measurement, like, say, a fucking millimeter or so of the metal to make sure it was perfectly round, right? I don't know. After sitting for so long, he said he lathed it. He put it in a lathe, like the new one, just to make sure it was completely, like, nothing happened over the years or whatever.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, you know, the inside of the drum? He lathed out the inside to make sure it was completely circular.
Well, what Derek didn't say is you got them used, right? And that's why they were sitting on the shelf.
He said they're new, but he said he bought them 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he just never used them.
Okay.
So he said, I'll give you the 5-year-old one. He said they're brand new. But for some reason, he said he put it on the lathe just to test its trueness, right?
Make sure it worked.
Yeah, like just to make sure it wasn't like, I don't know, whatever.
Hollow inside or something weird?
It's like a hollow drum, and he just made sure the inside of it was all right and not like a fucking oval, I guess, or whatever it was, right? So he shaved off like a millimeter all the way around to guarantee that even if it was off in a place or two by him, whatever, that he would fix it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be if it was warped or something.
Right, that's right.
Okay.
So he would have unwarped it by lathing the inside of it out.
Right.
So if that's the case, why didn't he just take the one I grinded away at and lathe out the fucking middle of that one until it was perfect again? Like, once the metal hits it, they go, oh, the metal hits it, you need new these too. Well, if you have a machine that can lathe it out, why wouldn't you just do that?
Well, doesn't it need something? No, you're right, because there's the pads, and once it hits the pads, that's when maybe they were just so worn out that you needed new ones.
I guess, but
like,
if there's play there to drill, fucking shave it proper again and put it back on.
Yeah. I know when I got mine done, he was like, brake pads and rotors are so cheap nowadays that we just replace them all the time now. Okay. Before, it was like you tried to get it in right before, like as soon as you heard a squeak, you get it in there so the rotors don't get fucked.
That's right.
But now he's like, we just replace them anyways. At least this is what this guy said. I don't know.
Yeah, we really should.
I went on YouTube and like there was step by step exactly how to do it for my van, and I was like, I could do this if I had somewhere warm.
Right.
Or if I did it in the summertime, I could do it.
And you could, man.
I could. Like it was step by step doing it and then putting everything back together. And it was even like tips like, okay, a lot of people forget to do this. It's easy to forget. Let's do this now. Make sure you're doing this. Yeah.
You should put every how-to, maybe not that one because it's too specific for your car, but every real how-to on like a fucking some kind of memory thing, like I don't know, a USB that's a gigabyte, just to have it in case like the world or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
to keep it.
Always have the blueprints of society. You know?
Yeah, that's a good idea because once it happens, we're definitely losing everything.
Yeah, and all that information. Like I started a book collection for the sole purpose of if everything happened, at least. Like, I have a bunch of encyclopedias.
Right.
Like, sets that I got from, like, a fucking Value Village or...
Yeah.
Like, all kinds of shit like that, just in case.
Yeah,
I don't know
for
why,
sure.
But, you know.
Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't happen in our lifetime.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either. Maybe my kids.
Yeah, sure.
It's possible.
By
But
the time I have
you
a
know,
kid.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, like, I was driving today and I reached down and then I pull my hand up and there's this huge thing of pubes in my hand.
Shut the fuck up.
Why was there pubes
There's
in your
no
car?
way there's-
I'm telling you, it's right there.
Shut
it's still
up.
there.
Okay, show me.
Okay. Okay, wait. Here, I'll find it.
There's no way. None of us in my family have pubes. So,
Right there.
this? Wait, I know. I need a closer inspection. I don't know. It's hair. It must have came off a brush, a comb. They're too long to be. Let me taste
I know,
them,
yeah.
and then. All right, it's going out the window. Clumps of hair is a new low for this vehicle, folks. I wonder what the guy who had to like drive this into the garage thought.
Yeah.
You know how my car's a mess, right?
Yeah.
I had a car before this that was even worse, and I had to get the tires changed on it, and the fucking, you know how like you have that little thing that looks like a glasses case and it has your lug nuts in it, or like the thing that takes off the safety lug nut.
Right.
Yeah, and they refused to go in my car, and I'm like, it's in the fucking glove box. Or
Really?
something. They refused. My car was so messed. It was Canadian Tire. They're like, no, we're not fucking.
We're not doing it until you
doing
clean it.
Yeah, you got to come and get it for us, and then we'll do it.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So, you know, I come by it honestly, folks.
It's really not that bad,
No,
guys.
it's not.
I'm just joshing them.
The old one was.
Yeah, the old one was probably worse. I never seen the old one.
Yeah, it was an old Honda Civic.
Oh yeah. You've told me about
Yeah, I
that.
just fucking did whatever I wanted it.
But luckily, those Hondas last a long time. Those Civics. Like that
Yeah.
was probably the year that, like one of those money years, like early '90s, '95 or
Something
shit.
like that, yeah. It was that kind of strange, like gray purpley color that you used to see them all the time. I haven't seen one in a long time, man.
Yeah.
I guess I did it right to the end, and then that was
Yeah. Well, like it's weird now. Like I don't know how it goes. I don't know if people at home know, but like you got to get emission tests and shit. Isn't it like at a certain time they're just
Yeah.
they're just it's too expensive or something? Like if it's like, oh, this fucking shit's wrong with it, you got to get all this fixed just to get an e-test every
Oh,
year or
shit.
something. You know? I don't know. Like I have no idea how e-tests work.
You don't have to do it until your car's 5 years old.
Right.
You don't, or something. Or 7 years old,
Right.
or something. You don't have to get you tested.
And then you got to get tested.
Yeah.
And then if it's bad emissions, you got to get a new car.
If it's older than 25 years, I don't know if it's still this way, but somehow like my stepdad's dad and my granddad, I guess, has lived in a condo his whole life, and it's just an old people condo.
Yeah.
So there was cars there that were never driven, and this old guy died, and no one wanted the car, so my stepdad bought a Ventura, it was called,
Yeah.
and it was so old it didn't need to be tested.
It was like grandfathered in or
yeah,
something.
yeah. They don't, after 25 years, something they don't have to.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
They're just like, yeah, it probably won't be running anyway, so
yeah. So I don't know, you can kind of sneak around.
yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
So I read a fucking article today,
Uh-huh.
and it's good for me. I read today that this university did studies and found that regular consumption of coffee, like 1 cup to 2, which would probably be a large Tim Hortons, would probably be 2 cups,
Right.
would probably count as, reduces the risk of liver cirrhosis from drinking by 44%.
Whoa.
That's fucking halves it.
Yeah,
so if you're a
right.
drinker and you're regularly drinking coffee too, you can cut it in half.
Now, did you like cross-reference this?
No, I
Was
just
it-
read the one title and
There's an onion on the page.
no. For some reason, I don't know.
Budweiser fucking put this
Yeah,
out in association with
With
Starbucks.
Captain Morgan's.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. I've been reading a lot of stuff on coffee too. Same kind of stuff, like just how good it is for you.
Yeah.
Like they say you should drink like, 4 cups a day.
Really?
Yeah, like not like, mochas or whatever those fancy
Yeah,
latte shits are, like black coffee. And it's like really good for you.
Well, we're already in there, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I only drink 2 cups with you when I go with you. When I'm by myself, I'm only 1 cup a day guy.
Yeah.
I
On the
would
weekend,
drink
I
more.
don't drink coffee for
No?
some reason. It's only a work thing.
Yeah, you don't go out
No.
to go get it. You don't have shit to make it at home.
I got a Tassimo,
Yeah.
but I don't know why I don't use it.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. Like they make delicious coffee, I find.
Sure.
But one thing I can't figure out, sorry for cutting you off, is
nothing.
okay, if I go buy Tim Hortons coffee or Starbucks coffee, okay?
Right.
And I try to make it at home, it never tastes the same.
Never tried it.
Never. It's always like different tasting. I don't know like if you got to use like special water and it's the tap water, or you know, maybe it's just years of Tim Hortons use that baked into it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or maybe it's just the actual like machines that they use. Like they use like you know, high quality coffee makers, not like a $50 coffee maker, you know, or
Maybe
$100
they don't give
one.
you the true beans because they know, like.
Yeah, because they want you to come in.
Yeah.
Because if you could make it at home, you know, it's way cheaper to buy a sack of fucking ground beans and make it at home.
You ever been to a grocery store that has the grinder in the aisle?
Yeah.
And you pick. Doesn't that smell nice?
Yeah, it does smell nice.
Yeah.
I've never gotten that kind of stuff, like
Me neither.
you know, coffee like that from the little grinder thingies.
My mom used to.
Yeah?
French vanilla hazelnut all the time. We used to. Yeah, it used to be the funnest part. I got to put the beans into the grinder
yeah?
and press the button.
Classic times. I remember I don't know if you ever seen them, but we were out vacationing somewhere or like visiting like my aunt who lived like not in Pembroke, and we went to this grocery store, and the grocery store had like, it's kind of like the same thing but with soda, and you get to pick which flavor of pop you want, and then it pours into this cup, like this like 2-liter bottle, and you bring it home, and you can make like fancy kinds like
Really?
root beer, Mountain Dew mixed together and shit like that.
Garbage pail.
Yeah, but not like those specific flavors. I was using that as an example.
Right.
It wasn't like Pepsi products or Coke products. It was like the store's own versions.
No, I've never seen that, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was good, but
A lot of people talk about the thing they have at home now, and people in my office have it, where it carbonates any drink you have.
right.
I have no idea why or how, but apparently you can do that.
Yeah.
Like you run your orange juice through it, now you have like orange
Sparkling
pop or
orange
something.
pop. Yeah. I don't like fucking sparkling, like
Me too.
carbonated water.
Hate it.
Like I like soda, but like just regular water, man, it drives me nuts.
Oh yeah.
And then when I go to fucking Europe and other countries, man, they fucking love that shit.
Yeah. It doesn't quench your thirst.
No.
It sucks.
I guess maybe it's like a sipping drink. Like you go out and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get a drink and sit down.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't chug it down, or
No.
kind of looks like alcohol. I don't know.
It's gross.
If anybody from Europe, you know what? There's this new chick at work who's from Serbia or some shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her what the fuck's the deal
what's
with
the
that
deal
shit.
with that?
She eats not like the only time I see her eating food, it's like chocolate and candy and shit.
Is she big?
No, she's like small, thin.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't eat like pounds of it, but like, you know, she'll eat like a croissant with chocolate on it. You know, that's what I'll see her eat for the whole day.
That's both bad, the croissant and the chocolate.
Yeah, or like macaroons, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I don't know, like you know, maybe she eats, that's her lunch. I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I'm sure if I ate nothing but that stuff for lunches every day, I would gain some kind of weight.
Are you a slow metabolism guy, or is it hard for you to gain weight? Like,
Depends. Like if I go off on a binge of like fucking poutine, pizza, crushing booze all the time,
yeah.
you know, not giving a fuck, waking up in the middle of the night, crush some chips, I could probably gain weight pretty fast.
Yeah, that's cool.
But now that I don't really drink that much, and I've tried pretty hard to eat fairly well, I've seen you can't put weight on. Like I tried to gain muscle
Yeah.
a couple months ago, and I couldn't do it.
So what'd you do? Just stop?
Yeah, I just said fuck it.
Yeah.
Like-
It's a pain in the ass if you're not getting one.
Yeah, like I was like crushing as much food as I can, like protein all the time. If I woke up in the middle of the night, I'd crush a protein drink.
Really?
Oh yeah, and still
can't
nothing.
believe.
And I had mutant mass, which is like, you put in like 4 scoops of this like protein shit, but it was like fucking 1,500 calories and like just a shitload. Like it was muscle maker, like
Wow.
weight gainer, and I still wasn't gaining shit.
That makes no sense.
I know, right? Isn't that
'Cause you're
weird?
dedicated too.
Yeah,
Like, you go
I must have
every day
been
and shit.
working out too hard or something.
Yeah, maybe you're just burning it off.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
you're
I was
doing like
doing
high reps, low weights or something. I don't fucking know.
Nah, I was doing like high weight, low rep when I was trying to gain muscle.
Well, that should be it then.
That, right? You know?
Pumping
Oh, wow.
Iron, Netflix.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen the documentary of making the documentary, Pumping Iron, but not the actual documentary, Pumping Iron. Because it's a documentary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they make it like kind of like a movie because they're like,
Yeah.
Arnold's the good guy and the Hulk is the bad
Lou
guy.
Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Even though you feel sorry for him the whole time.
Yeah.
His dad's kind of forcing him to do shit.
Yeah.
Seems anyway. At least
And
that's how
Arnold's
they
not very
portray
nice to him.
him. No.
Arnold was an asshole then.
But they're friends now. Like,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
they now? I don't know.
Well, I'm sure. I bet you Lou, like deep down, like, because when you get teased and shit, you say you can forgive the people, but somewhere deep down you would think
Yeah, you don't
There's
forgive
some-
shit.
grudge there. You know, like I know, like when I was in high school, it wasn't really bullied. It was like a friend of my brother's, and he kind of picked on me, but like weird shit, like mean shit. You
Like
know,
what?
like he'd come out of gym class and like put his towel in my face. He's like, "How does my balls taste?"
That's fucked
Isn't
up.
that disgusting? So anyways, that's the worst thing he ever did. But he would do shit like that to me. And then, I seen him like years later, like say like 2 years later, like 2 years ago. And like he was trying to talk to me. And I was like, I didn't talk to him at all. I wouldn't give him the time of day. And then like I thought about it.
Out here.
Yeah, and then I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should just forgive the guy and,
Yeah.
and talk to him. But I was like, no, fuck that. Like
No, he
I was
has to
like contradicted.
apologize. Any bully that used to be a bully, they have to come to you and be like, yo, man, I fucking grew up. I was a fucking idiot when I
Right.
was young.
Right.
I've grown up a lot. I'm sorry for being such a fucking idiot. Can
Right.
you forgive me or what? And then you say yes.
Yeah.
Because it'd take a big guy to do that.
Well, he probably doesn't even remember that. And he
fucking-
was probably, the whole balls thing, it was probably a fresh, like a towel that wasn't used or something. Maybe it was. I don't know, like, he was probably just saying that to try to piss me off. But maybe he did do it. I don't know. But just like, so I was contradicted on, like,
Yeah, for
I should just
sure. I
forgive
don't
the
know what
guy,
to do,
know?
yeah.
But then, like, the other part of me is like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Piss
Dick's
on
a
his
dick.
leg.
Yeah.
Shit in his coffee
I don't know
cup.
what to do about that, man.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's personal preference. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, so like this is this new thing I've been doing. Like I've been eating a lot of mushrooms and sitting by a campfire and contradicting everything that happened in my life.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
So all the people that I've done wrong to, and when I try to think if they should forgive me, I go back to,
Yeah, I
if
got
I'll
a
forgive
lot
the
of
bullies,
apologizing to do.
right?
Yeah. I just never have seen the people again.
Yeah.
If I ever did, I would fucking wait,
talk
say
to
sorry and shit.
Yeah. I just fucking, I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just went off on a rant.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't actually do mushrooms and sit around a fire and contemplate this shit.
I see him in the backyard constantly doing just that.
Wintertime. I got like a teepee back there.
One of those like blue like square boxes of those shitty mushrooms that aren't even like magic. They're just
Yeah.
eating those
Yeah.
raw.
Man, I still want to do these fucking seeds I found out about, Hawaiian woodrow seeds.
Yes.
The legal things, man. One of these times I want to get some and do it. They sound fun.
You know those seed pods I took because of that show I once saw?
Yeah.
And I don't know how?
Yeah.
They fell into a beer box, and I took them to the beer store to return with bottles, and they were there, and the guy's looking at them like, oh, can I have those? And he hands me these dried up, weird green, looks like marijuana buds.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And there's no more said about it. So I
Nice.
still have them.
Nice.
I don't know how to use them, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure that out.
Yeah, because they're there.
Yeah. Reminds me, man, I went to the beer store the other day, Friday, I think, and he IDs me. I always get ID'd.
Yeah, of course.
It kind of pisses me off. But he, like, looks at it. He's like, whoa, 28, man, no. Something's weird about this one. And I was like, what? And then he, like, kept looking at it. He's like, I guess. And he's like,
What
all
the
right.
fuck?
I know. And I was like, what? And, like, I didn't have a hat on. I had my pea coat on.
Oh, you're an adult.
I'm an
Pea
adult
coat's
looking
an
motherfucker,
adult.
right? And still, he's like, he was weirded out. So, again, I've talked about this before, but something must go on in Newmarket with fucking underage kids trying to buy booze
I
all over
get
the
carded
place.
constantly. I'm 32.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
every time in Newmarket. And I know these fucking people have seen me before. I lived there 10 years or whatever now, or 7.
Even that girl that you sing songs to probably IDs you.
Yeah. And her name was Cassandra, who has never seen Wayne's World.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one it is. I can't.
Big blonde one.
Yeah,
Heavy set.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe next time I'm in there, I'll try to remember.
I
always
know
see the
one
same
guy
ones.
so well. Fuck. You see
Yeah.
the kind of chubby guy who has like kind of spiky hair, like kind of like mine, but kind of all spiky, and
Yeah.
he's like short,
Yeah.
Like
I
that
know
guy.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I fucking see that guy way too many times.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm an alcoholic, bro.
Maybe. I don't think they judge though.
Nah,
My mom used to work at an LCBO. I should ask her. She's at my house right now.
Just used to.
Did she judge?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah? She'd come home
She
and
knew
be like...
exactly who was a drunk. And
Yeah.
She didn't care. So, no, not judge. Just she was aware.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you would be.
Yeah. She said the amount of drinking that goes on there is ridiculous.
Well,
Like,
working?
Yeah. Like,
Whoa.
they had to send one guy off to rehab.
Really?
Like, you
This
go
is
in there,
spicy.
his face was red all the time. And you knew he was
Wasted.
drunk. And
While
then,
working.
No, one of her jobs was once, for a whole day, she spent opening up like 60 ounces and shit and dumping them down the sink.
Why?
Because of whatever. I'd have to ask her. I forget.
Some guy was fiddling around with them or
Like,
something?
we're crazy. Like,
Yeah.
people return shit. You just dump it down the sink? Are you telling me, like, halfway through the sink dump, you don't just take a swig out of the jug? Come
Yeah.
on now.
But what happens if you get that sick motherfucker who threw some razor blades in there or like...
It's clear, man.
Yeah, okay, well then he threw some,
Clear urine in it?
ammonia or some shit.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? A little bit of... Well, I guess rubbing alcohol you can drink, but...
The first thing you do, apparently, if someone drinks antifreeze from a car,
Yeah.
to save their life, they have to drink liquor. And if they
Really?
drink liquor immediately, something happens to the liver which won't allow it to absorb the poison from the antifreeze, and you'll actually survive.
Really?
Yeah. So if
Alright.
your cat licks it up, give them booze.
Give him
right
some
away.
booze?
Science 101.
Yeah, Science 101. That's fucking... I always thought you're supposed to suck up the penis. Like, anytime I've saved people's life who
I was
drank
gonna say,
antifreeze...
your uncle was lying to you.
Yeah.
Man.
He's always say, I drank antifreeze. You guys
Yeah.
suck my dick.
Every Saturday, you show up. It happened again, man. Sorry.
Yo, so X-Files, okay?
All right.
It's back on TV,
I
new
heard.
season, all right? There's 2 episodes aired, and then last night the 3rd episode aired. And I didn't watch the first 2, and I decided to watch the episode last night because they say after the first 1 or 2, then it's just like the X-Files again.
Okay, cool.
Like that's what's supposed to happen. So it's just like a new season. So I watch it. It was honestly, no lying, okay? The fucking funniest episode, the best episode of the X-Files I have ever seen in my
Wow,
life.
what happens in it? Why is it funny?
I don't know. Like, maybe the new writers are younger and we're like, okay, let's go in this way of like a comedy. Because like it was, like I was laughing out loud,
Okay.
hysterically, this
Awesome.
whole episode. I can't do it justice about what happens, but it involves a lizard man who is also, he's like a were lizard, but he turns into a lizard, but he's actually a lizard man who turns into a human. It's the opposite.
What the fuck?
Yes, so like
That's cool.
Yeah, no, but it was like, honestly, like find it on the internet, people listening, if you haven't watched it. It was hilarious. Like
All right.
pure, like it was genius. I couldn't believe I was watching this.
How great is that for big X-File fans? They just
Yeah.
bring back your favorite show with
Yeah.
all the real actors. Like, Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
And also in that episode, Gillian Anderson, she like unbuttons her shirt so her titties plop out.
Okay.
She has pretty big titties.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they were so big.
She's renowned for her titties.
I wonder if they're fake.
And they're spectacular.
They looked great. And she's probably pushing 50-some.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not 50-some. Maybe.
I was reading
90s.
it's already getting another season.
Yeah.
Because of how well the ratings are.
Yeah. 2 episodes they played. Well,
Yeah.
3 now. But honestly, like, if you just watch that 3rd episode, man, I'm telling you, it was fucking hilarious.
Well, how do you know the first 2 aren't? Man, you got to get that in there now.
Because I was watching with my mom who watched those ones.
Oh,
and she
she
was like,
said-
she agreed with me.
Okay.
She's like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. She's like, I've never seen an X-Files episode like this before. And she was a diehard fan.
Cool.
Yeah. It was... Yeah, just watch it, everybody at home. I will not do any justice explaining it, seriously. Lizard Man episode. It aired
Wasn't there
February
already
1st, 2016. Oh shit, you smashed it. I didn't know you smashed that shit.
Yeah, it happened yesterday.
Really?
Dropped
At work?
it. Yeah.
Tugging.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I was playing my air guitar and it fucking fell off my...
Really, eh?
Yeah, I play the air guitar sometimes.
Do you have a case on that bad boy?
No, I had the OtterBox. I just took it off.
And then you broke it?
Of course.
Wow. Yeah, it's so nice looking, the iPhone without a case on
I
it.
know. That's the thing.
But like everybody who has a broken phone, like with a screen smash, seems to always happen when they don't have a case on it. So that's why I don't want to take it off, because I fucking flick mine around.
Yeah, don't, man. Leave it.
You know, I pretend it's a coin,
You have a
do
6?
heads and tails. Nah.
Oh.
5.
I got a 4. So
Yeah.
I'm not even going to fix it. But
Yeah.
leave it.
Yeah, I'm going Android after.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'm going that BlackBerry soon. Well, maybe not soon. Because it's pretty expensive, man. You got to drop like $400 and some.
Yeah.
And still go on a term.
I'm not on a plan right now, so
Yeah,
if I were to buy
me
it,
either.
it'd cost me full blast.
Yeah, I'm not on a plan either. I'm sure maybe if I call Bell and like make a stink, they might try to hook me up.
Maybe.
Because I've been with them so long. But, you know, that's a lot of money for a fucking 2-year plan, man. And, you know, my plan will increase to like $100.
That's insane.
A month.
Just stay away from that.
I know, but, you know, it's a cool phone. I like the keyboard, honestly.
A Cordy?
What?
That's what they call it. A
Cordy?
Cordy. A keyboard on the phone.
Is that what they call it? I thought that was just the like setup of the keyboard.
Oh, maybe.
Like how the keyboard like with A, S, and all that shit.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think that's what it means.
Okay. Well,
I think
just learned
I'm not
something
sure.
then.
I'm not 100% positive, but I think that's what it means.
I trust you.
But I don't trust me.
Okay.
So
Did you call your mom and say about the ticket?
Oh, I texted my mom.
And she cool?
What? Oh yeah, she.
Was
She's
it a
like,
real
well, now we
ticket?
know. Because, like, I was like, man, there was cars. So, anyways, this morning, my mom's come down here to help out. My son had a surgery this week, yesterday. And so my mom came down to help. And she came down Sunday. And she's like, well, should we park on the driveway? And I was like, well, there's no room. And it's like 9:30. I didn't want to bother D-Man. So I was like, I see other cars out there overnight. And I've never seen tickets on them. And so the first night's okay. Come home yesterday after all the surgery. She parks on the road. I don't even think about it again. And then sure enough, I come out this morning, jump in with D-Man, fucking ticket. 75 crackers.
Do you 75?
75.
Okay, do you have any paperwork to show that you were at the hospital?
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh fuck. But
Lots.
don't pay that ticket.
You think I could bring it in?
1,000,000%. A million.
But they're gonna say you got home from the hospital at like 3 o'clock.
No, you don't know that. How do they know that?
I don't know. Because
You
the
have to
surgery,
wait.
the surgery was at like 12.
Yeah,
or like
so?
12. Right.
Don't pay that ticket.
Yeah.
Legit. And I used to work for bylaw.
Yeah, you think
I've
they'll
heard,
let me?
Oh yeah, I've heard even worse excuses than that. To say, listen, this is this and that. Even if you want to make up things, be like, oh, I'm fucking struggling, this and that.
Right.
At the very worst case scenario is paying half.
Right.
Promise.
Yeah, but then I gotta take time and go there. Like, where do I gotta go?
It's her ticket. Is she
Who, my mom?
retired? Yeah.
No, she doesn't even live here.
Oh, I can't keep up with this shit. Where does
Yeah.
she live? Pembroke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Far distance.
I don't even know where that is. So. What is
Yeah.
that? An hour?
Petawawa?
2? Oh fuck.
You know where Petawawa is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right there.
All right. Well, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's far.
All right,
Maybe.
then. Pay your $75.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I knew it was gonna happen. Like, I knew we would get one. Well, I knew it was possible. But, I mean, come on. There's no... If you look outside, there's no snow. That's the
No,
whole
that's
reason you can't park on the
ridiculous.
road in the wintertime is for plowing.
It's plus 10 for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Tomorrow is like fucking summer day.
Yeah.
Plus 15.
That's crazy, man.
Isn't that awesome?
That's weird.
Global warming,
man.
baby.
Bring it on.
It's a good thing.
There isn't actually a map on the internet where you can look at and it tells you all the places that will literally benefit from this happening.
From the global warming.
Yeah, like economically, like
Right.
the actual like climate of the country. Like
Yeah.
it's not all one-sided.
Well, you just
for
don't want to
Earth
be
it is.
water.
Yeah.
You don't want to be near the oceans
Yeah,
because that shit rises, right?
right. Those people are fucked. California.
Yeah,
those
I mean,
places.
at least on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I don't know if the East Coast could be all right, like New York and them. Maybe not.
No idea, man.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it'd be kind of cool to have summer a lot. Like, if I got the opportunity, I'd move in a second to California.
Yeah.
Like, if it was like, all right, come work on this movie, you know,
Sign me
as
up.
a key position, but you got to come to California, be like, yep,
Yeah. of
coming
course.
right now.
I've never been there, but I assume it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like I mean, I didn't like mingle a lot with people, so I didn't get that fake Hollywood kind of people.
Yeah.
But just like going around, it was nice. Like they're like, oh, when it rains, It's not like raining in Canada. Like here, it rains for like 5 minutes, and that's like a rainy day.
Right.
And like, you know, when it's cold out, it's like, you know, still t-shirt weather. You know, like, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's
Beaches
awesome.
everywhere.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be in shape.
You don't have to be shit.
Beaches constantly. Hey, take your shirt off. Let's
Yeah.
go swimming. Okay.
Well, I've never seen an outdoor workout place. Only on like TV on
Venice Beach,
Yeah,
man.
I've never heard of it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope there's one.
I've worked out outside, like when there was no gym possible to me.
I really wanted for the longest time to put some of my weights out in the backyard.
Do it.
Oh yeah, I'd love to, man.
Yeah.
But the rain and the fucking everything.
Yeah. Well, my plan is, you know how you can get those shelves like for like garages and shit? They're like plastic. And they're kind of big, like they're for like tools and shit. Maybe not tools, but like
Bins?
No, they're not bins. Like they're kind of like work shelves that are like the size of me, maybe 6 feet tall. I don't know, maybe smaller. And I'd say like 4 layers. They just look like regular plastic shelves, but you buy them from like Canadian Tire or something, and they're for like garages or sheds and shit. Well, the plan is if I can get those for free, I'm gonna throw them in that tent so that the tent isn't just a fucking pile of shit. It'll actually be organized, and then you can put them in there.
Oh yeah, that'd be wicked, man. We could pump iron.
Yeah.
Spot each other.
Yeah, spotting each other. That's what we call
delicious pectorals.
Well, it's like when you go to those gay gyms.
Yeah.
I'll spot you.
Like I do.
Dude, I'm just doing the bar. I'm trying to do like 40 reps. I know.
That's why
Just
my
sticks
nuts are
his
in your
fucking
face.
balls in your face. Fuck, man. So that reminds me of that guy who used to look at my dick that I told you about at the gym. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him for a long time, so
Oh, he moved on. To
I was
greener-
probably gonna call him out.
You
Like
would?
I thought about it. I was like, "What are you looking at?" Next time I would have saw him, but
Really?
but now that I only go in the morning, he's never there.
Holy shit, he misses you.
He
Where's
probably
my
does.
boyfriend, he says.
He probably. Derek, look out! Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, so that's fucked up. Dick man's gone.
Dick man's gone.
He found a greener pasture dick to look at.
Yeah, he's grabbing more cacks in there.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll make one more return, and I get to call him out, and I'll tell everybody what happens.
Do it. That would make it
I will.
excellent.
I will call him out though if I see him again. I'll be like,
Unless
"Yo,
he's
man,
just
you
like-
looking at my dick
Yeah,
again?"
yeah, whatever.
Like I'm gonna walk around naked and do like the slaps
The
and see if he
helicopter.
likes at him. You know the no hand slappies, not
Oh,
like
yeah.
not the
Like
helicopter.
kids. Slap,
yeah,
slap, slap.
yeah, that one. All right, everybody, we'll be right back.
Penis.
All right, back after the commercial break. No commercial today.
Straight at you.
Straight at ya.
Tell me this.
What
How
is-
does Popeye's chicken and Popeye's supplements, how is that no copyright infringement?
Because Popeye's chicken is nothing to do with Popeye the Sailor, where Popeye's supplement has the right trademark to use Popeye the Sailor.
But Popeye, isn't that in and of itself? Like,
Yeah,
if
but
you
they
tried
have
to-
the right to use it. Like they either pay, they got permission somehow, or they pay whoever owns Popeye.
They both do? Or only one?
Just the one who uses his picture. Popeye's chicken, you know, just because it's called Popeye's, it doesn't mean it's Popeye the Sailor.
True.
But
what
Popeye's
if
supplement,
like someone had another thing and said Apple? You know they'd be sued to fucking shit if they even had the slightest Apple or whatever. Like they're suing bakeries and stuff, and they like
right?
I
They
mean,
are suing
yeah,
bakeries
like
named
there's
Apple?
one named something Apple or something,
Right.
And then there's another thing totally unrelated, but their fucking logo kind of looks like the Apple logo. They're getting sued, like
Right.
even though they don't even sell computers, it's like something else. Like
Yeah. Okay. Well, Popeyes is called Popeye's chicken is just called Popeyes, I guess here, but Popeye supplements is Popeye supplements. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just Popeye, so you can't sue for that.
sure, I could just start a company and call it Popeyes, but sell
You could call
dog
it Apple
treats.
Banana, and not get sued by Apple.
Right.
Just like their Popeye's chicken, or their Popeye supplement. You understand?
Let's ask
Sure.
the lawyers of Reddit.
Sure.
Ask
that's-
Reddit, man.
Sure. Ask it
I
then.
will.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. I wanted to be condescending. Just,
Okay. So am I wrong?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then find out before you ask these stupid questions.
I can't.
Very disappointed, Derek. Very disappointed.
Don't bring those weak questions in here unless you have answers.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh,
You're the one who brought the question.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm right, though. I don't know.
What
though.
is your
That's bro
position
science.
on the subject?
Not being an idiot.
Oh, then you must be wrong.
Right. Right. No, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sure, I'm assuming that's logical reasoning, what I'm explaining. But
What, the
again, I
second
could be
name
wrong.
after?
Second name, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Popeye supplements. But Popeye's supplements has permission to use Popeye,
No, I get that.
right?
Right.
And that came out after Popeye's Chicken. Popeye's Chicken's been around for a while.
Have you ever heard of Australia's Apple Jacks?
Sure.
Or something Jacks, which was originally there was a Burger King located there before Burger King started, and Burger King's trying to sue them, but they had the name first. So that's the only Burger King in Australia allowed to be called Burger King. All the other ones have to be called Burger Jack or something.
Right.
So
So they were there first, I guess. I don't know. How does this have to do with Popeyes?
well, there's a problem. They're both trying to use the Burger King name,
Right. But they had it incorporated first in Australia.
I guess. I don't know.
So that would make them winners.
Exactly.
They could give them permission to use it if they wanted.
Which, okay, this is two issues.
Right.
Someone owns Popeyes, like the cartoon. That's a fact, right?
Yeah,
That
and
must
they
be
have the
copyright.
trademark,
Right. The supplement company, obviously pays that person to use that
Yes.
name.
Yeah, we got that one.
Okay,
We
so
figured that
where
one
does
out.
Popeye's Chicken fit into this? They're not associated with the cartoon at all, so they
Yeah.
wouldn't have to pay any royalties.
No.
But the name of itself is the same.
Popeye's Chicken is not the same as Popeye the Sailor.
I get it. Is it registered trademark Popeye's Chicken?
I don't know. You'd have to check
Yeah.
somewhere what
Yeah.
it's actually registered under. But it would be, whatever the name of the restaurant is, it would have to be there somewhere. Under its own account or under a parent account.
Okay, how about this? WWF.
Right. They had to change it because
Exactly.
of WWF.
Right.
Right.
So why is this not happening with Popeyes? Totally two different things. One's wrestling, one's wildlife. Didn't work there.
Yeah, but it was called WWF and World Wrestling Federation, right?
right.
And it was called Wildlife. What is it? World
Something.
Wildlife
Yeah,
Federation.
something. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe what WWF, the World Wildlife Federation, was there first,
Okay.
and then so they were able to sue or get them to change their name.
But why hasn't whatever one of these ones came first sued the other?
Okay. So why hasn't Popeye's Chicken sued Popeye Supplements?
Right.
Because they're different names.
I don't know.
Okay, they both use WWF.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, if I said WWF, you would think of either or.
Right. If I said Popeyes.
Yeah, I would think of the chicken. First thing I thought of. If you
Well,
just said
if I said
Popeyes.
WWF, people would think wrestling. No one would have thought the Wildlife Fund until
I
that
always
big-
thought of it. When I was watching wrestling, I always thought of the Wildlife Fund.
It never crossed my mind.
No? Okay. So why are they not suing? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Maybe they have an agreement.
They must.
Or maybe it's just a name and it doesn't matter.
Maybe.
Well, okay, if you want to come and batter me on the show like this,
What the hell are you talking about?
you have to come with answers. You can't just say shit and then
I am asking
expect
you,
shit.
hoping you know the answer.
Clearly, I don't know. I've said
Okay.
it many times.
All right then.
All right?
You don't want the next question coming at you.
What's
then.
the next question?
I don't have one.
No? All right.
But I'll make sure I do next time.
All right.
I don't know.
So names. That's what's been sticking in your head all day.
Well,
is why Popeye's Chicken
it
is
has
allowed
to
to be
be a
called
problem.
Popeye's Chicken.
It has to be. It's always been a problem.
Right. Because they're called Popeye's Chicken and Popeye's
That
Supplements.
sign said Popeyes. There was no chicken word on that
It said
sign.
underneath Louisiana Chicken.
Oh,
it
fuck,
did.
Now we're not in front of it.
I know, but it did.
Okay.
We'll go buy one
That
on
one
the way home.
that orange sign. It said Louisiana chicken underneath.
Yeah. It said Popeyes in huge letter, and then underneath it said Louisiana
I
Chicken.
only saw the Popeye.
Right. So it still has it on the sign. So
All right, okay.
another plus for Derek,
All right.
I guess.
No, I think I lose with that fact, because then it
'Cause
is
of the
a
names?
different name. Completely. If it's Popeye's Louisiana chicken, and that's the brand, that's the trademark, and that's the thing.
Well, okay. What if the guy who started it was called Popeye?
Well,
His actual name was
that's
Popeye.
totally different. There,
Exactly.
You have
so
a
that's
legal.
probably what happened.
There's a thing like that. You have a. I forget the word, but you have a claim to that. Like you have a legitimate claim, a legitimacy. There's a word for it.
Okay, there you go. That's the reason.
Okay.
The owner was Popeye.
Yeah, that's fine then. Then you have a legitimate stake in that.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure like just because the name's Popeye, I don't think like they try to sucker people in with like Popeye the Sailor.
Right.
I don't think they ever did that.
Was
Because I
that
remember
in-
seeing commercials all the time back in the day. And it was just
Popeye
a black
never-
chick. He was
oh.
just a black chick talking about delicious biscuits and fried chicken. Southern chicken.
Is Popeye an American cartoon? Is it like a Southern American cartoon?
Popeye?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He was like in the 40s. 40s? Maybe even earlier. I think he was even
Yeah, it was
earlier.
earlier than 40s, yeah.
Yeah.
Before the war. Or just during the war he became just before the war.
Just before the war?
Yeah, that's...
Or during the war?
Well, they used
Which
him
war?
to sell canned food. That's
Which
why
war?
they spinach. World War II.
Okay.
So
So
So,
like
yeah.
around 40s.
World War II. So
1939.
yeah, so around then.
Yeah.
Unless he was obscure before that. Like still around but like not popular.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they had lots of cartoons back in the day. So,
Because if it was like someone from Louisiana made it up and it's like the most popular thing in that region, then that would be more of a like trickery on.
all I'd have to do is go legally change my name to
Yeah.
Popeye the Sailor Lloyd, and I could start Popeye's fucking dildos,
Yeah,
right?
I guess. Right.
I don't know.
If none of them have been, if both are operating under the Popeye name, and
Maybe they have an agreement and they're just like, whatever.
maybe there's a big fight going on right now we didn't even know about.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know.
yeah. Puzzling.
Not really. I really don't care.
No, neither do I. We should never have asked the question.
Yeah. You're starting beef over nothing.
Yeah, let's fight each other.
Yeah. You're driving, you just like crash into
Yeah.
the wall. Unplug my
Say
seatbelt.
it, or I'm
Yeah.
crashing this.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking.
So don't fuck Popeyes. Either or, they're both awesome.
Pick one and stick with it.
Nah, use them both. They're both amazing.
I've
You need
never
supplements. Fucking Popeyes is always the cheapest.
Been. You been?
Oh yeah, I fucking always get supplements from Popeyes when I do.
Never walked in there before.
No, well you go online and there's this website. It's like Canada Supplements or something like that, and it's like the sister company or whatever. It's the same thing, just a different, like their online store, and it's always the same deals. Like
Okay.
whatever the deals are on the online store, you go into Popeyes and you can get them. I
What's
think
the
it might be
worst?
like $1 more in
GNC?
Popeyes. Yeah, I hate GNC.
Is that the worst one?
Yeah, I think so.
We had the one when I was at the mall at Vaughan Mills. The fucking guy running, it wasn't GNC, it was Natural something. It was just right in front of Bass Pro. And every time you would walk in there, he was just trying to sell steroids to you the whole time. The whole fucking store was a facade. Like,
Right.
of like muscle milk, but really it was just a fucking drug,
Yeah, back when steroids were legal.
I guess.
Yeah, there was like a gray period where you could just like buy whatever and it was like legit steroids.
Damn. I've never taken them, but there was a lot of people taking them back in the day.
Right.
I don't know how
A
they
lot of
ended
it
up.
was in like protein and shit. Like you would just buy like how now you would buy like a pre-workout or like a post-workout drink and some protein. And a lot of the time it was like right in that shit.
Oh, fuck.
And like you didn't even know.
You're like going crazy big.
Yeah, you're just getting right jacked, like fucking,
It works.
giant increments in weight. And you're just like, what the fuck, man? I've been plateaued at this for like 10 months. And you start taking this shit and it's like the next day you're
How
fucking
safe
pushing
are
over.
they?
What?
Steroids.
Not safe, I don't think. Maybe human growth hormone is. Because
Like-
I know they give it out to people
Yeah, like
with low testosterone. And the funny thing is a lot of it has to do with people who used to take steroids because that raises your testosterone, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get off that shit, your body stops producing it. So that's why you have low testosterone. So you go to the doctor and they give you a note to take steroids again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, doctors' take on things is like do less harm, I guess. So like.
Well, I mean, you need testosterone, or
Yeah.
you get all depressed and you start acting like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Can't have sex with women.
Low tests.
It's not good to have low test. So that's why steroids are bad. So either keep doing it, or don't do it at all. Those are your two choices. Proven facts here right now, guys. Proven facts.
Yeah.
Don't do it or do it forever.
And your balls will shrink.
Is that true? Your balls actually shrink?
I don't know.
I heard if you put the steroids in your balls and your penis, your actual head shrinks. Your skull.
Your skull shrinks.
Yeah.
The reverse?
Yeah, it's reverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You have a monster hog and then a little tiny brain.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
Yeah? You're like a Goomba from Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah, dragging my knuckles and my dick on the ground when I walk.
Yeah. Imagine having a cock that huge. Women wouldn't even like it.
No.
You'd find one. Like,
Yeah.
the ones that actually buy those horse dildos to use?
Yeah.
That's the only one you gotta find.
Did you see the guy going to the airport?
No.
And the guy's like fondling his dick for like 10 minutes before he
Right.
realizes it's his dick. And they just both look at each other, acknowledge what happened, and then both like look away like and act like it didn't
Sad.
happen. It's the funniest video you've ever seen.
I might have seen it, actually.
Okay.
I remember it was big. Like, that didn't just happen today. Like, that was like a little while ago, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even years?
No. That one you're talking about, that was big because they thought he had a weapon.
Right.
And they made him get out of the line, but it was his big dick. And he did. That guy apparently did have the biggest dick in the world.
Right.
This is just another random dude with a big dick.
With a big cock.
Like he's feeling his pockets and then he feels that and he grabs it and he's like touching it and grabbing it, but it lasts too long before he
You think the guy would
realizes.
say something like, yo,
Yeah.
that's my dick?
Yeah. It just lasts way too long.
Like if a guy grabbed my dick, I'd be like, that's my dick. Like, if he kept grabbing it,
Yeah.
he's
He's
like,
probably
what
in
is
shock,
this thing?
like-
Because it was so big?
Yeah.
So
no, like
girthy?
the other guy, like, why does this guy keep grabbing my dick?
Yeah, I guess you don't, like, if it was in the States, you don't want to be an asshole to them. You
Yeah.
won't get on your plane or whatever, kick you off, or you get on the no-fly zone.
That
List.
fucking dude getting sucked out the window. Hilarious.
What window?
The bomber on the plane.
I don't know. I didn't watch any of this.
He's sitting in the plane like this. He snuck a bomb on a wheelchair and got on the plane. He blows himself up. The hole only becomes big enough near him to suck him out of the plane.
Right.
And everyone else lives. And they land successfully.
You're kidding.
Literally.
This just happened?
Just happened.
Wow. Where?
Priceless. I don't know where it was, but it was a Somali airline.
Right.
So probably above their country somewhere.
That's funny, eh?
Oh my god.
What a fucking...
I wonder if it killed
What
him
a whole
or if he fell. to
shitty...
death.
You'd freeze, wouldn't you? Like, if you're up in the air? Don't
Probably.
you freeze when you're up that high?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, don't you?
Or your fucking brain would probably pop.
Oh yeah, the pressure.
Yeah, there'd be like an aneurysm or something that just explodes your head.
Plus
Soon as
his
you go
body
out there.
blew up,
Right.
or his wheelchair did. I don't know.
So you actually see his body go up?
No, but they filmed as soon as it does happen. After people pull out their cell phones and film the plane with the hole in it. It's scary.
That's the first thing they do? Like, I'd be more worried of, like, trying to save stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, I'm going to film myself dying.
Yeah, I love everyone.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Oh, is that what they were doing?
No, but
Right,
like,
you
would.
could do something like that, yeah. If somehow this reaches home.
I saw the creepiest video like that. You probably heard like a couple months ago though that ferry that sunk with all the either Japanese or Chinese like school children on it, but they're not young. They're like 12, 13, shit like that. Did you see anything about that?
No.
Well, this thing's sinking and all the kids are filming it, and this film is like fucking 40 minutes long, and you just progressively see them realizing they're gonna die.
Right.
Because for some reason, I guess the control over authority is so strong there that the captain's so stupid, he tells them all to stay put and they listen. Like,
Right,
they
right,
just do
right.
what they're told.
Yeah.
And then by the end, like the last fucking 5-10 minutes is literally them passing the camera on and being like, okay, to my brother, I'm sorry I did this to you, I love you. And like,
Really,
it's
eh?
so creepy because they all know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's powerful fucking shit.
You see them go through the 5 stages. Right
Just
there.
like that, man.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Fuck, man, you should have just killed that captain.
Yeah, I think he probably was executed. You know what China does.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of freaky, man.
Yeah.
That's communist for you,
You
right?
gotta have free thought, man.
Not when you live in a commie country.
Yeah, I know. Stay there.
You're
Okay.
fucked. Do not move. We'll be all right. No, we're not.
Yeah. Like,
It should have been a mutiny.
it was a class trip too, and you see them saying, one guy tells his brother, "Don't go on any class trips and stuff, because this will happen to you too." He literally says it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways, any happy news?
I don't know.
All right then.
Yeah, I finished. I think I finished. I'm almost done that documentary I was working on, or series or whatever on the video game stuff.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah,
I need to see it.
yeah. I don't know. I find it might be too long. I haven't decided because like I'm trying to see who like. It's a niche market. This is my problem. It's a niche
okay.
market, and so the people who are gonna watch it are gonna understand. But I also want, like, so they probably won't care if it's long, okay? Like, because it's only 15 minutes.
Oh,
But it could. I don't know. For some reason, I have a feeling it's long.
15 minutes?
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah, okay.
so it's a niche market. So, those people aren't gonna care. But like, it's like the average person. Like, if I want average people to watch it to learn anything from it, I don't know if I'll be able to hold their attention for that 15 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
that's a great point.
So I don't know if like, there's one scene that I'm like, I can probably get rid of. And usually that's a sign of get rid of it.
Okay.
But I don't really want to get rid of it.
Why don't you let some other people watch it?
Yeah, I will.
Then they'll tell you.
Yeah, but again, like, who am I going to get to watch?
Yeah, actually,
if
yeah.
I tell you to watch it,
But I love it, so.
yeah, you'll probably
I'll
love the
want
shit,
all
so
the
you'll probably
15
want
minutes.
it. And then if I show my family, they're going to be like, yeah, it was good. They're not going to, nobody has the heart to tell me if it sucks or it's too long or something.
Yeah.
Even if I tell them to tell me.
No, I guess. Your last one was good. I would have fucking told you if it wasn't.
Yeah, right. Sure you would have.
Why not?
You would have been like, oh, it's okay, I guess.
No, I showed other people. It was great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they all said the same too.
Yeah.
They would tell me the truth.
Right. But would you relay it back to me?
Sure, I would, because you wouldn't hate me. You'd hate them.
I wouldn't hate anybody.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Though. No, they all said the same, and they didn't have to be nice to me about it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but this one's different. I don't know. But it could be just all in my head.
Yeah, you've seen it 1,000 times now. Probably.
I've seen it
You know?
probably more than that.
Yeah, so it's like you're like, oh fuck it.
Yeah.
Give some new eyes a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just releasing it on the internet anyway, so.
It's good. There's not a lot on the subject, so you got to be careful. Like it might become like a fucking thing people love, like not a cult classic, but you know what I
Right.
mean. Like there's not a lot of content on that.
Yeah.
So everyone who is involved is gonna see that.
Yeah, hopefully that was the plan.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so, yeah, you're not reaching a giant thing, but every single one of the thing that it is gonna want it.
Yeah, but even then, like, well, the niche crowd will. The scene that I'm thinking about, that I thought about getting rid of, the niche crowd would appreciate it.
What is it? Is it a secret?
No, well, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not
Alright,
gonna,
alright.
because I'm not done it yet. So I haven't just like, if I was done it, I'd talk about it. But
All right.
I can tell you after.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not on the air. Broadcasting to the internet, the interwebbing of my feed.
I wish I had those fucking 3 or 4 VHS of those guys that Nintendo licensed to do it, like those 3 guys with mullets. Do you
Right.
even know anything about that?
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, I fucking gotta find them and lend. They're my holy grail of Nintendo paraphernalia.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where they are. Fuck.
Lost.
I gotta still have them.
They should be in your collection.
Yeah, I bought
They
these.
should be sitting right there.
There's a place called it wasn't Video Quest. It was some other place in Bradford, and they were having like selling all their nonsensical junk on like an old rack, like 30 years past its prime or whatever.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I saw these old VHSs with these nerds like doing video game shit, and I bought them, and they're amazing. Like,
Yeah.
just to watch them, like it's like you're in another time.
You gotta find the name. We could probably find them online
Yeah, we
and watch them again.
Yeah.
If you can remember their names or whatever.
They'll be like, okay, it's like they have like the stationary camera. It's like if like you did it, only less quality than you were able to do it.
Right,
even.
like back in the early 90s.
Right. They put the camera down and they put that big clunky arcade controller in front of the screen.
Right.
And they go through all the things on the controller, so you can watch their hands and the screen at the same time to see exactly what they're doing.
So it was like the original playthroughs. Were they playing through the games or just showing you like...
showing you tricks and secrets in the games.
Right.
And and ways to beat end bosses. So yeah, it's like that. It was
That's cool.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Fucking Nintendo, man.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I love it.
Yeah. I'll always have a deep love for Nintendo, no matter what happens to them. Even if they're the lowest out of like the big boys,
Right.
I'll always love Nintendo.
How are their market shares?
Well, I know they own the portable gaming market.
True. Never thought of that.
And I think they haven't done so good with the Wii and the Wii U, I don't think.
Okay. I know the Wii U. I thought the Wii was pretty well received, but
yeah.
I don't hear much about the U.
Well, the Wii U has great games, but like it's not like how it was before, where like in N64 times or Super times.
Did you see the Sunshine Girl yesterday?
No.
Her little blob said she loves playing old school N64 games. I was like, yeah.
Nice. Was she hot?
Doable for a chick that likes video games.
Right. I guess that's true. Yeah. If you ever go on Twitch, you see the hot girls playing. I bet you they only started playing because they had big titties and they were pretty hot.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, I can make how much money on Twitch?
Yeah. I always think that when I see the really good-looking ones with the cosplay.
Right.
I'm like, you've never even played that game. You're just a model the company hired.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like there was this one, it was of Mary Jane Watson from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it turns out like she was at a cosplay, super hot. And then it turns out she was actually like a hired, like a softcore porn model or some shit like that. Like Reddit like dug deep and found out who this chick was. And they're like, oh yeah. But I mean, I guess it's still possible that she could have loved Spider-Man.
True.
But it's definitely more likely that, Comic-Con just paid her.
Yeah.
Or whoever it was at Comic-Con that would do that.
Yeah, they know that all the pictures of the models walking around like that get out there, and half the people that go probably go to see the hot chicks wearing fucking the Fifth Element chicks uniform or whatever.
I always go through the top cosplays of Comic-Cons and shit.
Oh, nice.
Like I always go out of my way to find them and check them out.
I've seen some pretty good ones and not sexual ones.
I always go sexual.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I know what you mean. There are really good ones, and it's like there's even like documentaries on those people that you can watch. Like Vice, they do that shit all the time.
The one
Weird
I saw
out
that
there.
was cool was two people dressed as those ice climbers from the original Ice Climber
sweet.
X64
Yeah.
Nintendo.
NES game, yeah.
That's
cool.
Fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Which other one? I want to say a lot of Final Fantasy ones I've popped in my head. You all right?
Yeah, we're just gonna get back on the highway.
Gone home?
Yeah.
Gone home. Sorry, everybody. We still have a few more minutes left.
You're stuck with us.
You're stuck with us now.
Yeah, but that's all right. Fuck.
What were we talking about? Yeah, cosplays.
I've never been to one of you.
I've been to like a Canadian one. It was like the Fan Expo.
Downtown?
Yeah, it was right beside the Rogers Center.
How was it?
It was awesome. We came out of it. Okay, this is a pretty cool story. So we went to a baseball game. My two brothers, and my father. Okay, we watched the Jays play, and we got drunk as fuck. Like, pretty drunk. And anyway, so we're leaving the game, and we go across, and we see this huge lineup and, like, all these stormtroopers and shit. We're like, what the fuck's going on? So we go inside. We're like, yeah, it's a Fan Expo going on right now. And then I was like, oh, shit. Okay. So I was like, I was like, so how do we get in? Or I sent my brother or somebody, how do we get in? They're like, oh, well, either you buy tickets or, you have your tickets already and you're on the list. And then so I walked up and, isn't it? It must be the other way. And so anyways, okay, now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay, so anyways, I walk up to the fucking counter.
Right.
And I was like, and I look down at the piece of paper and I'm like, I'm here to pick up my tickets. And she's like, okay, well, who are you from? And I look down at the sheet that she's sitting in front of her. I swear to God, and I say I found one that has 4 tickets.
Oh my God.
And I say, I'm from this comic book shop. And she looks at it and she's like, oh, okay. And she lets us in. And we get in all wasted. and have like the greatest time taking pictures with everybody.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it was so fun, like super fun.
What were you gonna do if you didn't see that thing? What was the plan?
Just leave, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
That's
wasn't
amazing.
like so we got in for free, and you know, all the hot broads you're taking pictures with, like even anybody that looked cool.
Were they nice? Like if you had to take their picture,
Oh yeah,
most
yeah,
people.
yeah, for sure. Because it's like, you know, Canada Comic-Con, I guess.
And that's
if you
why
wanna
they're
say
there,
that.
right? For the
Yeah,
attention.
that's why, right? Yeah, they're dressed up, so you get pictures and shit. So there were some really good ones. Like surprisingly, like I guess not surprisingly, Toronto's a big city, but you know, like real legit ones that you see like on the internet for like Comic-Con legit.
Yeah.
Not little Comic-Con
Oh,
in
that's
Canada.
cool.
Yeah, it's fun. So I would recommend going. Like it's pretty fun. Sometimes they have like, you know, cool guests.
Usually Star Trek people. A few of them will show up.
Yeah. I mean, that's their gigs now, right?
Yeah.
The people who were on a hit show back in the day.
Yeah, what do they get paid, you think?
Probably quite a bit. Some of them like charge per like autograph.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you want to get an autograph, it's like $30 or some shit.
I want to get like Mark Hamill or something to sign that that Star Wars Nintendo game or something cool like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that would ruin the value of it or what.
Probably not.
Tough to say.
The problem with autographs though, right? It's like, how do you know it's real?
Yeah.
The only way you would learn, you'd have to take a picture
Of you standing there.
with it, and then it's even possible that you learned his autograph and put it on another cart.
I know.
You know?
And there you have 10 carts and you have the one picture of you.
Yeah,
with the one
holding
cart.
it. It's like, yeah, look, I have legit one. That's the only problem I find with autographs, because I remember I got a rookie Lindros card. I won it at like a hockey tournament. It was like, did you ever play those games where like you buy like 50-50 tickets,
Yeah.
but like you look at the numbers and then like you look on a board and you try to match up the numbers, and if you match up the numbers, you win the prize?
No.
So I guess maybe it was just like for, I don't know, maybe in our area, the hockey tournaments. But anyway, so I won an Eric Lindros autographed card and a rookie card. And I mean, he's a pretty good hockey player. But like, I always thought about that. I'm like, the guy probably just went to the back and signed that shit.
No. Well, yeah, but
Like, what?
do you
Why?
still have
what,
it?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you looked at like compared or something like that? Like,
Well, whenever I won it, my dad took it. And he's like, here, I'll keep it for you.
yeah. that
So it
makes
doesn't
sense.
get lost. So I don't know. Like, maybe he did lose it. I don't know. I never even thought about that now, since with the internet and shit. Go
Yeah.
check it out, see what it looks like.
Did you ever buy X-Men cards?
No,
Like X-Men, Marvel X-Men?
No.
No.
just Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, those you could get expensive ones of those too.
What was it, like just trading cards?
Yeah, it was like a
It's
trading.
like baseball
cards.
cards?
Yeah, but like
It wasn't like Magic, where
No.
you could fight each other?
they later became that. They did
Yeah.
have their own game like that.
Yeah,
But, yeah. What I did was I actually ended up getting some expensive ones, holograms,
right.
and at random packs. And I was like, oh, I'll fucking bury them, man. So me and my friend snuck out to a farm field and like plastic bag and everything, buried them for some reason in a metal box, thinking like we'd come back and be rich later. Like we were kids, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, we went back. They were fucked. Water
Oh, yeah?
had gotten in, ruined them.
You didn't put them in plastic bags and shit?
We did, but I guess we didn't seal it properly.
Right.
And yeah, they were fucking ruined.
That sucks.
We knew it was like the 5th post of the guy's fence under that, and we
Right.
always knew.
Like Shawshank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, they were ruined. Hopefully, they're not worth anything now, or I'd be kicking myself.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, how much hockey card, or not hockey, like cards like that go for, like single ones. I mean, I'm sure quite a bit.
Well, Magic still goes.
Yeah, you still get those original Magic cards. So yeah, it could have been worth. What was that one worth? Was it like
I have no idea.
10,000 or something? Maybe it was more than that. I don't remember. The guy that was crying on the internet when he opened it.
Oh,
He wasn't
that
crying.
one, the
Remember?
Black Lotus.
Yeah, whatever one it
Magic?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was worth a lot. Yeah, definitely a lot.
Yeah, it was a big chunk of coin for that card for sure.
Well, those days are still there, man. I just watched a Vice documentary on Magic, like a group in Detroit that played,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're still really passionate about it.
Yeah. Well, when South Park does an episode on it, you know it's making a big comeback, or it's still really popular.
I loved it.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really understood how to play it. Like, I thought it was cool, but, like, I don't think I ever, like, would play people legitly and, like, learn the rules and shit.
Oh, it was like we would collect the cards as kids and get the biggest, strongest ones, and we'd think we were cool. And then you'd play a guy that had like a really tiny deck, they'd call it, where they could like quickly bring out monsters that only took like 1 mana to summon, and they would just destroy us. Like we
Right.
had no idea like how to play professionally, but
Yeah.
those guys do.
Yeah. Why would you go to like events and
No,
play?
no, I wasn't
Just
that
like
good.
at school and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Some-
I'm
yeah.
sure there would be like fun events where like everybody would meet up like and play.
yeah. At this guy Nick's Elite's Comic and Cards, he was in Bradford.
Yeah.
I see him working at Walmart now. He sold his card company and everything. He just has like a normal job now.
Yeah.
Too bad, because he was really cool. Treated us nice. Like, you know how you're a kid and you save up your money, you buy a pack of cards, and you don't get the one you want, and you
Yeah.
cry. He would be like, "Let me see what you got," and if it was worth it, he would buy your pack back,
Oh yeah.
so you didn't feel like,
Feel like
yeah,
shit.
real cool. But that's probably why he went out of business.
He's like, all right, I'll buy it back, and he's like blue or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Black Lotus flower. He's like, all right.
He was doing that. Like
Yeah.
we were kids, so he fucking knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah,
but
he
we
grabbed
thought
whatever.
it was cool.
He was probably helping you out.
Yeah, maybe. He really friendly. So.
The more nicer you are to kids at those things, like they'll come back, right? Spend more money.
It sucked for him though too, because I was with my friend. We were a bit older, and we went and saw him. Like, hey, you're Nick from Nick's Comic and Cards. Yeah. What happened? This, that, bankruptcy. Oh fuck, shouldn't have asked.
Oh yeah, you asked him bankruptcy. Yeah.
Because we loved him. He was like a
Right.
fucking staple down
Yeah, he was like your
comic book
your
guy
uncle
that touched us.
that you never had. Only in the comic book shop.
He literally was the comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't have looked any more like.
Oh really? Eh?
Yeah.
Big chunky guy.
Yeah. Like exactly.
But
like
he was
the-
nice to us.
Oh yeah, except for that part.
Yeah, where a comic book guy is like an asshole.
Yeah.
Freaking kids.
Worst episode ever.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that is it for episode number 64 of the show. Thank you very much for listening. As always, I would like to thank Rather Unique Media. Go to ratherunique.ca, check out the media work, and if you want anything done, message me through the site, info@ratherunique.ca, and when I give you a quote, message me back and say you heard this on the podcast, and you'll get an extra 10% off, which is absolutely awesome. If you want to play with D-Man on Xbox One, his gamer tag is TheGrinch54. You can play with me, Kris Asteroid. Follow the show on Twitter at CarpoolingPod. You can follow me on Twitter at Chris_Asteroid. If you're listening on iTunes, please subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and leave a comment letting the world know what you think about the show. Seriously, it only takes a second, and it would help out immensely. So I hope everybody liked this episode because, there was the first half, there was a lot of fun, and the second half, we kind of argued a little bit, and, we're just playing around, whatever, nothing really serious, so if anybody thought that at home, don't worry, we're still good friends. Anyways, on behalf of Derek P. and myself, Kristopher Lloyd, thank you for listening to the Carpooling Podcast, guys. Take care. Bye. All right, everybody, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe to the channel so you can get updates when new episodes are released. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Bye.